Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Jamie Turndorf, also known as Dr. Love, and I want to welcome you to my latest edition of Celebrity Couch. In this edition, I'm going to get to the bottom of why Kirstie Alley is a sexual bottomless pit. Have you heard the latest? That Kirstie Alley pulled down her panties on Ellen and exposed a painfully intimate tidbit regarding her love life. Kirstie actually admitted that she used to demand 2 hours of sex a day from her former lovers, and even this wasn't enough to satisfy her. Damn! With that kind of action, she's got to be nursing one big ass south of the border callus. Or maybe her boyfriends are the ones with the calluses. Now, I'm just having a crazy association. I just remembered there's a product for removing calluses on bowlers' fingers. It's called New Skin. I'm thinking Kirstie should create her own product for healing the calluses that she inflicts on her boyfriend's penises. Instead of New Skin, we'll call this new product New Foreskin. Well, enough of my raunchy reflections. Let's get down to understanding the reasons why 61-year-old Dancing with the Stars Kirstie Alley is a bottomless pit in the bedroom. Now, last week, a journalist asked me for a quote about whether Kirstie suffers from a sex addiction. And by the way, the technical term for sex addiction is nymphomania or hypersexuality. Interestingly enough, the hallmark of this problem is a sexual insatiability that causes the person to never feel satisfied no matter how much nookie he gets or she gets. So the answer to that journalist's question is a hardcore yes. Now, you must be wondering what causes this problem. There's a range of physical causes, from drug side effects to dementia, but I'm going to talk about the psychological causes of hypersexuality. Many experts say hypersexuality is a condition that combines addiction, compulsivity, and impulsivity. Now, some theorists also believe that hypersexuality is a symptom of lack of self-esteem. But in these cases, hypersexuality may be related to the longing for intimacy with another individual. The problem is, hypersexuality actually leads to a vicious cycle that creates a loss of self-esteem. What happens is, the person needs sex to build up a low self-esteem, but the hypersexuality tears the self-esteem down, especially if the person is promiscuous and disrespectful of the self. Now, let me go one step deeper. You can count on me to do that, and tell you the root or core cause of hypersexuality. And yes, you guessed it, the cause goes all the way back to the formative years. Insatiable sexual hunger is actually a symptom of profound deprivation in infancy, which is technically referred to as the oral phase of development, since everything at this stage is about the mouth and feeding. Now, if the baby or young child wasn't fed enough food or was deprived of sufficient emotional feeding, that person is left with deep emotional hunger, an emotional hole inside the self that is bottomless and can never be filled. Not recognizing the real source of the hunger, people with this problem try to fill the emotional hole with drugs, alcohol, spending, gambling, binge eating, or sex. The fact that Kirstie suffers from chronic weight problems, which seem to be due to overeating, confirms my theory that she's using both food and sex to try to fill an overwhelming emotional emptiness. Obviously, these behaviors never heal the root cause. So rather than making a career of getting laid, Kirstie needs to lay herself down on the analyst's couch. And she needs to focus on healing the real hole in her soul rather than continually trying to plug the wrong holes with food and sex. So that's all for now. See you soon on my celebrity couch.